Right is left, left is right. Good morning. Sunshine came softly through my... I shouldn't be singing that. Scare people away. Good morning, good morning. Good morning. Well, good morning, Amy. What a bunch of great, wonderful lions that I have sharing the story. The numbers are getting big. Good morning. Red Lion. Oh, somebody's getting notifications. That's cool. I heard a couple times people lost and had to resubscribe. I know Robin has had to do that. Anyway, I was sitting on the couch watching my cartoons. I've been up for about since 4 o'clock. I didn't have really much to say, so I just said, well, I'll just come on here and see some wonderful lions. And I got some numbers to share because it's really actually wonderful. This is Facebook. I believe this one is Facebook. So last month, because I share videos that the lions make, wonderful lions, all over the world. Lanny in Australia and Marion in Australia and the churches and everybody there in Australia. I love you guys because you guys are clear on the other side of the world and you just let me know that we're making noise. So that's awesome. But I share your guys' videos and this has 518,000 views on Facebook. So thank you all so much, you lions, Brenda and Mojo and all you guys that reshare the videos. It is so appreciated. It really is. And then I got some more numbers from, let's see here. Why are my pictures disappearing already? I hate when that happens. I just took 2 dang pictures. Or maybe this was YouTube. No, this is YouTube right here. I uploaded 30 videos last month, 395. That should be 39 million. It really should for the biggest story. But it says 447,000 minutes watched. That is freaking huge. 42,000 total views. That is freaking huge. Considering when I wrote this book with the help of Jackie Goldman, I really was looking at a death sentence in the face for what I'm exposing and who I am exposing. It is so huge what I'm exposing in this book that they don't want out. If they weren't hindering us, this book would be number 1. And I'm not just saying that because I wrote it, but I know how big this story is. Being the son of an assassinated president, sharing my lifetime experiences, because they lie to you people. They do not tell you Straight up truth. They avoid telling you the truth because they are the billionaires. They are the rulers over us. They won't tell you what really goes on at the top, how they keep their power. They pre-plan first-degree murder, carry that out, and take the money. That's what they did with my family, my loved ones. It's called the mafia. It's called the syndicate. It's called these people in power with our government. They get these lawyers. They put the lawyers in place. They put all their members in place. Your vote, sadly, has never mattered. It's all run by organized crime to make you think it matters. They'll even advertise on the television set. They'll get somebody like Katy Perry, and they'll get, Lady Gaga up there saying, your vote matters. Go vote. Why? To make you think that it matters when it doesn't. Organized crime has taken over the Democratic Party. Organized crime has taken over the Republican Party. They are the deceivers. They really are the Satanists. Straight up, people. Straight up. I've seen it. I've lived it. I've gone to their ceremonies. I've witnessed many crazy things, even being a child trafficking, where the people in our government build up armies of children, raise these children, place them. I mean, this is planned, organized. You got to use your mind and open it up to what really, really is going on to control us. We are a commodity. We are like freaking cattle. We are like chicken. We are like a fucking Big Mac at McDonald's. That's all we are, is a commodity. Yep. What do we need to survive? Oh, all kinds of stuff on my mind that I think about. I love you guys. I love all your hearts and the letters you send. The quietjourney.tv. We have to get this viral. We gotta make a stand and wake up some people. Somebody, out of the kindness of their heart, made the Quiet Journey. They are helping get the truth out and donated. That was thousands of dollars. It really was. And 20,000 plus bumper stickers to hand out. I don't care if I have to spend my last dime on a stamp. I really don't. This story means more than life itself. So please write my P.O. box. I would appreciate a stamped envelope so you can help share the story. But I got lots of bumper stickers. I need to get with Lanny and send her a bunch too. All love, sister. All love. And a lot of lions do way beyond and above, and it is so appreciated because some people are awake and they get how important it really is. It is huge. It is. It was the takeover when they assassinated my father. It was the takeover of the United States of America. It's been going on to this very day. They say they will release the files. Bullshit. Files are sitting right here with 26 viewers. Right. Yeah, and what am I exposing? I'm exposing it. It's real simple English to understand. It's called the takeover of the Kennedy family. The Kennedy family were in charge of the government. They really were. They were the big dogs at the top. So what did organized crime do? They started killing them. My loved ones. That's the Kennedy files. Because they wanted the power at the top. It's like king of the mountain. The Kennedys were sitting on the top of the mountain. And everybody started wanting to knock them off the mountain so they could take over. And ever since then, you have had Hollywood. Hollywood is huge in the takeover of our government. It really is. Then you got all these secret organizations, huge, huge, you know, the secret satanic cults and every other thing working with the mafia. The mafia is a satanic cult. It really is. They believe in their bloodlines, taking out at any cost someone's bloodline and replacing it with theirs. That's what happened to me. That's what happened to John Kennedy Jr. They were replacing the Kennedy family. They were putting their family in the lives of riches and power. That's why it was done. And it's being done to this very day. It really is. There are so many people in government, in power, in the public eye right now that is a member of the cabal. And they're guilty of pre-planned first-degree murder, people. They really are. In my eyes, you know, it'll be something if we ever get justice and see them in a court of law. But they hold the power. They hold the power right now in our government. There's so many spins. Man, there's so many spins. And people, we need to understand the spins. I've seen the spins. I know how they work. And a lot of it is televised on TV. It really, really is. You got our CIA. Who runs the cartel? Who allows the cartel to fill the United States with illegal drugs? First of all, why are they illegal in the first place? Yeah, there's a lot to think about. So, you got the cartel, you got the CIA. How do I know this? How do I know the CIA is involved with the cartel and the flow of drugs in this country? Because I've seen it. I've been there. I saw the cartel feed a human being to a lion for entertainment. Kind of takes you back to old Roman days, right? Yeah, I think that might be in my book. That lion shook that old man like he was a rag doll. Just like he was a rag doll. Just right in his mouth. Just like you'd see a dog playing with a little rope toy or a little something he could shake. A cat. I believe you, but are you afraid? No, I'm not afraid. I'm concerned. I was taught not to be afraid. I was taught to run towards trouble when it was time to run towards trouble, like I'm doing now. I'm cautious. I don't want to die, but I'm not afraid to go see my God. I'm not afraid to try to get the truth out to the world. And that's JFK Big Daddy right there. I got little daddy here. I got little daddy here. And I got little daddy here. And it's not because I'm afraid. It's because I'm concerned. That's all. And if you were in my shoes, you'd be very concerned too, because what am I doing? I'm sitting on YouTube with 34 people trying to say, hey, there's criminals running over our country. There's criminals running us. There's criminals screwing us. There's criminals involved in pre-planned first-degree murder. There's criminals involved in child trafficking. Yeah, there's a lot of criminals out there that we have allowed to run our country and rule over us. Yeah, I don't know what I can show on YouTube. I really don't. As far as protection, without them taking me down, I really don't want to be taken down. But I protect myself. I do. thequietjourney.tv. And I filed a lawsuit last week, and the court sent it back. Said I needed to redo the paperwork, and I'll have to redo the paperwork. I'm going to get with my lawyer, and we'll send it out again. Thank you so much, Red Lion. Thequietjourney.tv is a little short movie of myself explaining what they do and how they did it, and what they are doing to this day so they can gain power over us. The United States of America. And I'm sorry, I'm all over the place today. I really am. We were talking about the cartel, then I read a comment. Okay. So I got to try to stay on track, but I don't have no scripts, people. I don't write down what I'm going to say. It just comes from my mind. And sometimes I might misspeak on something. Like the other day, I was talking about John Walton. John Walton was in Vietnam. John Walton's father was Sam Walton, the founder of Walmart. Big time syndicate man. Yeah, because it's all like communism, you know, all these big billionaires and stuff. They all stick together so they can be rich and we can be poor. But anyway, John Walton, and I misspoke. I said Sam Walton was John Walton. John Walton was Sam Walton. And it's not like I was trying to confuse you. I was just confused myself at the time. You'll have to forgive me, but the story is there. The story is correct. And they had John Walton working on CIA missions in Vietnam. And one place they sent me as a little kid was Vietnam. What better place to protect the son of an assassinated president than Vietnam in the middle of the jungle? Who in the mafia is going to go to Vietnam, go to the jungle and find little John Kennedy Jr. sitting under a bush, pissing himself and crapping in his jeans? Yeah. So it's kind of a sad joke, but that's what they did to protect me, I guess. And they taught me while I was there. Well, happy early birthday there, Red Lion. It sucks getting old, but it's all good. My mind's young, but my body aches. And yeah, the older we get, the more intelligent we get. Every day is a learning experience. It really, really is. Well, hello, Linda. Good morning. So anyway, I was talking about the cartel. How does the cartel work? How does our CIA work? You know, I really hate bashing Donald Trump because so many people are blind to Donald Trump. They are totally blind. They have no idea what's in his closet. They have no idea that who his bosses really are. They have no idea. They just don't. They're waving their flag, standing up for the man, and it's crazy. It really is. But this is how I know how they work. Okay, so you got the cartel. You got many, many different families of cartel. They're flooding the United States with fentanyl and every other fucking thing. They're so involved in child trafficking, and yeah, and it's known. It's not just like I made this shit up on the fucking internet, right? So I heard Donald Trump for a minute. I don't even know. Maybe I was flipping channels and got the news section or was on here. But anyway, I saw Donald Trump saying, yeah, we'll send Americans in and clean up the cartel. That's what I heard. So with that said, you really think Donald Trump's a good guy? You have families that run this country. You have families that run the cartel. The cartel is built up on many families. One person can't do it, just like me. There's no way in hell I alone can get this story out to the world. I rely on lions like you guys to stick a bumper sticker on your car, hit the share button, go to my video, The Quiet Journey, and share it on Facebook. I rely on that because I can't do it myself. I really can't. There's no way in hell. So think of that situation as the cartel. Not one person in the cartel can flood the United States with drugs. So the first thing I think of is logic. Donald Trump says he's going to send U.S. troops in there, clean up the cartel. The only thing is they're going to leave one. And who's going to run that cartel? Yeah, the CIA. So they get rid of all the people that are cutting into their business of illegal drugs. Hello? That's how they work. My name's Donald Trump. We're going to clean up the cartel. Oh, I'm sounding like, who am I sounding like? Jimmy Carter. But anyway, that's how they play it at the top. Deception. They make you think, and this works on so many things. They make you think they're doing good things. Yeah, illegal drugs are bad. We're going to fix it. We're going to go down there and show them. The only thing that they're showing is they're eliminating the competition. So more money goes into their pocket, people. It's deception. And that's just one little example of how they fucking work. Yeah, but anyway, that's the first thing I thought of. Because you're not going to get somebody, a member of the cabal, and you can quote me on this. Donald Trump is a member of the cabal. Donald Trump, quote, is controlled by the cabal. And that came from John Kennedy Jr., the son of our former assassinated president, the son of Jackie Kennedy Onassis, that was unalived also and covered up by our government. So many cover-ups by our government, by these people. Just like he said, well, we're going to release the Kennedy files. I'm still sitting here. Now I have 40 viewers. You think government agents pulled up here? You think our FBI, our Secret Service, our CIA, members of the military have pulled up here and said, hey, John, we're going to bring you out and we're going to tell you the truth to the American people, what really our government does and how they operate and how they're criminals. We're going to do that for you, John. You think they're... I haven't seen it. I've been sharing my story for years. I haven't seen it. I haven't. That's the files, people. Now, you have Donald Trump saying he's going to release the files. Okay? Just like we're going to send people in to clean up the cartel. No, you're just eliminating the competition so you and your friends in the CIA can get richer and put more money in your all pocket. Yeah. Just like we're going to release the Kennedy files so everybody thinks you're the fucking good guy. Just like the assassination attempt that was the biggest photo op in world history. And I'm calling that out to the day I fucking die. Yeah, the photo of Donald Trump going like this with the Secret Service around him. Never in a million fucking years. Never, ever, ever in a million years. Straight up. Would you have seen the president of the United States, when there's an active shooter, putting his arm up like we're conquering this shit, we're getting it? Never would have seen that. That was simply a photo op. So if that was simply a photo op, the whole thing was staged, people. The whole thing was planned just for that photo op. You can quote me, take my word on it. I'm not pulling this shit out of my ass. How do I know that? That's how it's done. Because I was a Hollywood actor. The name was Richard Steele. They stole that name from me. More identity theft. And I got another name that I'm going to be releasing that they also gave me. I had many names. They gave me many names, placed me with many families. But we were talking about the photo op of Donald Trump right before the election. Were lives lost? Were lives lost that day? More than likely. Was the scenario real? 100%. But they turn reality into photo ops. My father was assassinated. Yeah. So on my birthday, that was a photo op. Me saluting my father was planned hours and hours before you saw that. It was planned. They taught me for hours to salute. Straight up, they did. For hours. That's how I know it was a photo op. Especially when I'm 3 years old and they got to nudge me and say, okay, now it's cue time. Go salute. Because we're going to make that picture world. We're going to sell millions and millions of Kennedy memorabilia. Yeah. We are going to put your father on a coin for the whole world to see what we did to your father, how we assassinated your father, how we took over the United States government. That's how they work, people. That's how they work. They get into your minds. They build these people up, and people are blind to it. There's so many times I get that comment, were you the little kid that did the salute? Yes, I was. Yes, I was. Bobby Kennedy taught me to do that and told me he would signal me when it was time for me to do that. Did any of you realize that was a photo op? That was planned to be one of the biggest photos in history of little John Kennedy Jr. saluting his father? That's how they work. You really, really need to open up your mind how it works. So when you see Donald Trump before election with an active shooter going like that, never in a million fucking years, people. It was planned to happen. It was planned for that to happen. It was planned so all the mainstream media that's bought and paid for by these people would air that. So when it comes time for election, even if they rigged the election and he won the election, but first of all, they put two of the worst candidates in power that we could possibly have for a president. And when I say that, we need a commander and a chief. That's what the title is for, a commander and a chief, not a puppet, not somebody with no qualifications for the job just because they're rich and powerful and have an organization behind them where they can kill people and steal from people. That's what they do. You know, I shared in my book when I was young, I laid in bed. I used to lay in bed to try to break the MK Ultra, to try to remember. I got 10 fingers. I haven't lost any. So when I was young, I'd say, okay, I was a witness to this murder. I was a witness to this murder. I was a witness to this murder. I was a witness to that murder, that murder, that murder, that murder, that murder. But I wasn't done. I started keeping track. And this was just one night. I haven't done that because it'll drive you crazy. but I think I got up to around 70 or 80 before I started remembering the same ones and counting the same people that were unalived by these people in government and power in the mob war that's covered up. Yeah. It's crazy. And I don't even like to, I push that shit all the way to the back of my mind because I don't like hearing the screams, people tied to chairs. Yeah. I've seen quite a bit. I really have. And it's not good. So when I'm sharing my story, yeah, I just wish more people would believe what I'm doing and trying to do to get this truth out to the world. I really have. Quiet journey, people. Quiet journey. Write me. Check out my websites. Go to the Quiet Journey. Share it. Let's make this truth viral so we can fix what's going the fuck on. I appreciate you all. I really, really do. You know, I wish I could help everybody that's standing by my side financially. I really do, but I'm in no position to do that at all. I rely, I should say, on donations like this to get these out. People send me stamps like this to help me mail them. I wish I could do more. I really do. Maybe there'll be a day. Maybe we can get so big. Maybe we can get so big and powerful for we the people that you will be rewarded someday. I know what a great, wonderful job and the hours and the time because I do it myself. I've made thousands of videos. I really have. I have spent thousands and thousands of hours in front of this camera saying, come on, people, help me. Help me get justice. Look what they're doing to you as an American. Or like you lions on here. I see lions on here right now from all around the world, from Canada and Australia. You know, make a stand in your country. And it's being done. And, you know, maybe someday, if not, maybe someday we at least get our names in the history book, you know, like just like Paul Revere. Maybe we can be in a history book like we were the Paul Reveres. I really, really don't know. I don't. But I can't do it myself. You can't do it yourself. But as a group of individuals that are awake, we can make a difference. We can make a difference. So once again, if you get a chance, don't be afraid to hit that share button. Don't be afraid of people, you know, these people that say, oh, you're just crazy conspiracy theorist. You're nuts. Say, hey, go look at that documentary and wake the fuck up. And with that said, I love you so guys so much. I really, really do. I think about you guys all day. And when I go to my mailbox and I see 10 letters in there for people asking me for bumper stickers, it's like, we're doing it, people. We are freaking doing it. Yeah, programming is very, very huge. It is. And with all the bad frequencies and everything else that's going on, you know, my ears ring all the damn time. They really do. Anyway, I went to the doctor yesterday for my little checkup, and everything's good except my diabetes is freaking way high. And they put me on a new medicine. I was on that one medicine you see them on TV. They dance around, and that medicine was going to kill me. I was getting ass infections the size of golf balls next to my butt, and I would have to go to the emergency, and they would lance them. And nobody caught that it was the medicine I was being fed that was making those happen. Somebody, I don't know if God sent that message to me. Somebody sent me a message that said their father just passed away from taking that medicine. And I was like, well, that man just died from what I've been going through all these times to the emergency room, and nobody's telling me that was the cause of it. So anyway, I got off that. My diabetes went way, way up again, and they tried to put me on another medicine. We'll see how that works. I'll do a little research, but then the insurance says, well, we're not going to cover that. Yeah. But anyway, my diabetes is at 9, whatever they call it, that is. And I had it down to like 8.5, but now it's back up to 9. I'm getting fat. I am getting fat. I need to lose 10 pounds. No more ice cream for me or milkshakes. How could I give up my milkshake and ice cream? I don't think I ever could. I don't know. But anyway, I don't even know. It's all good. A1C, I'll send you berberine. I'm not sure what that is. Yeah, but there is a medicine out there where they dance around on TV like it's a party. If you have heart failure, they're going to dance around on TV. It's a big party. The only thing is that big party is taking lives with the side effects. And I was almost a victim. If you go back last year, I'm sitting like this with a big boil on my butt because I was taking that medicine. I was going outside, and I've smoked my whole life, but I'd smoke a cigarette and I would cough up blood like crazy. And I stopped taking that medicine, and I stopped all those side effects. They were like, oh, because you're smoking. No, it's because I'm taking that little pill where people are like, yeah, go get this pill today. Yeah, it'll kill you tomorrow. Big Pharma sucks. They're making a lot of fucking money on it. Yeah, I think it was like $1,500 a month for those pills that take lives. Smokes clot your blood. I need clotting in my blood. I really do. I got heart failure and everything else, but if I just scrape my hand, I just like blood everywhere. Yeah, it's yeah. I got a lot of honey. Seems like when I need something, God puts it on sale for me. Um, it's 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 wonderful how that works. Anyway, but anyway, people, it's all good. It's all good. I feel great. I really, really, really do. And I hope to get this story out world with your help before I kick the bucket. I don't want to kick the bucket, but hey, that's what happens, people. And but it's my life mission now to try to get this story out to the world. It is what they did to the son of a president. And then you get to haters. Oh, there's no way you can be real. You're a fake. You're a fraud. And it's like, well, you're just helping hinder the truth from being out. More cabal, bullshit, brainwashing, so the rich can stay in power. Quiet journey. Thank you, Brenda. Love you. Love all you lions. Keep sharing. Let's keep those numbers on YouTube, the numbers on Facebook. Let's get them up there. Let's really, really blast this story world. All love all across the world to all you guys. Thank you for walking by my side. Thank you for taking time out to make your videos, to share my story, to write me a card in the mail. It makes me feel good. It does, and it keeps me going. All love, everybody. All love. Love you, brother Henry. Love you. Peace.